Let's feel with it here with yet another episode of World of Final Fantasy, and this is indeed the finale for the main story. In the last episode, we went and took care of a lot of hidden bosses in some of the areas, including, let's see, Mega Reactor Zero, and some other places. In this episode, we are finally going to take on the final boss, Brandelis and the Exnine Knights. Let's do this.
Huh? Oh, good. Then Operation Salvation is so on. Oh, you don't have to hunt down the Summoners or the League of S. I can get the word out.
Alright, let's do this.
Okay, it's go time, Rain.
Right.
Summoners, Alwyn, and we're also going to have the warriors from the League of S join us at the top of the Crystal Tower.
The Ultima Gate. What do they hope to achieve?
Hey.
Cloud!
What are you doing?
Lightning and Squall, Tidus.
The champions have come. You should not have been able to reach this castle. Why would you come here? Hurry to the Ultima Gate. Our dear champions seem to have devised some trick.
What trick could ever redeem these wretches now?
So we weren't able to stop them.
That's not our objective. We're here to free the Architect's souls. The Ultima Gate, we'll have to leave it to the twins.
Right.
Alright then. Okay, that's fair. They said that in order to go through the chain gate, you had to be a giant Mirage Keeper. How can they go through? Let's close up the Ultima Gate now.
This is not what I would call speedy.
They're trying to reverse summon all of the Cogna at once. Give them some time.
Well,
What is all of this? It can't be!
Dad, no, don't!
Segwaries.
So, you have at last remembered who this used to be. But it's too late for you!
It's time for Lon to face off against.
I should have listened to you when I had the chance, instead of acting like a stupid little brat. Yeah. Listen. I won't listen. Not unless you snap out of it right now!
And then Pellinore, their mother, Farna.
I'm so sorry, Mom. You know, all I ever wanted was to be like you. You kept the world safe from mirages, and how they loved you for it. Still, I could see how hard you worked all the time. So I stepped up. Lon and I decided we would help. Right? We'd handle mirages so you wouldn't have to. I never thought I was hurting you by taking them away. Without your strength, the world crumbled. But I believed if I got strong, just as strong as you, I could make your life easier. I just wanted you to be happy, Mom. What a know-it-all. Some things don't change. I still haven't learned. Because if I have to, I'll hurt you again!
It is time to fight Pellinore. Well, first Segwaries. That's disturbing. Alright, let's do this. Segwaries. 25,720. Weakness, holy. Okay. Ha, you suck, Segwaries. I mean, Dad. And he put doom on us. We all have it, okay. This is bad. Is this really how it's gonna end right now? Wait, we have last stand. No, 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 no! Elixir! Oh, it did get rid of Doom. Okay. Why is he doing this? How much does he have left? 7,000, okay. We're just about done here. Yep, this'll do it. Thank God we didn't die from the Doom. And now finally Pellinore. You know what? I'm not gonna use Libra. I know this will be easy. Freezing Dust. Her version of Diamond Dust. Well, you are more oriented towards magic, aren't you? Yes, you are. Really using Faraga on him? Okay. X potion on Rain. Come on, Mom! Crap. Crap again! Seriously? Well then. So that's how it goes. At least I did save. So, we're not ending this off so quickly. I did say this was a finale, not a failed attempt of a finale.
World of Final Fantasy.
Okay. Now let's finally do this.
Drum roll, please.
Yes, we are, Seraphie. We already know what's happening. We're gonna open up the gates again. Just lots of physical moves will do it. Well, actually, the one thing that will help, haste. Yeah, haste will work. See, we're already halfway. Alright, haste again. Heavy counter, because you don't seem to learn. Oh yeah, you definitely don't learn, Dad. And then finally, Pellinore. Alright, ow. $25,000, okay. Really? Faraga? Now, how... why did you think that was a good idea, huh? Okay, 5,000 now. Let's go ahead and heal before anything else. Yep, just about done. Pellinore is already finished. Alright, Segwaries is finished. Rorik.
Dad!
Thank you, son.
He was already dead, but this gave him peace of mind.
Dad? Dad! I'm sorry. I couldn't change it. It's my fault. You're gonna die because of me.
I've been dead for many years now. I'm sorry, Lon. If only I'd kept you safe from all this. Instead, I left you with no one at all to turn to. This here is just the shadow of my soul. My very last hurrah. You see, there's nothing to feel bad about.
Of course I feel bad about it!
Lon. My son.
What is it?
Lon, I'm very proud.
About what?
You've grown up, son. Look at you. When people hurt, you hurt. You fight for them. You've become someone who cares about more than your own cause. Hang on to that. And you'll go far.
Damn! Their father has passed on.
Mom!
No. Stay back. It's still...
Rain!
She was not wanting to let go. Oh well, let's fight her. Actually, let's see what it says. 30,000, weak to water and dark. Let's fight our mom. Okay. Freezing dust. Please don't kill anyone. Crap. Where are they at? Where's the elixir? Right here for rain. Alright, we're almost done. Try a disaster. Well. And there we go, Pellinore is finally defeated. No, stop, Lon. In just one cube, not all. Loose.
Mom. Mom. I'm sorry.
You should turn those corners up, or your happiness will spill right out. Come on, smile.
Their souls have moved on. Lon. And now to fight Brandelis.
Transient though their presence here was, it is curious you managed to defeat them.
Sorry. We couldn't stop him.
Don't worry, we will!
Yeah! Careful, he can transform.
Our fight against... Whoa, that is crazy. This is Exnine Bahamut. First of all, Kiraga. Alright, let's see what he can do. HP unknown. Let's get to him. Alright, from what I see, he doesn't really have that much HP, so this should be done in a few minutes. Yep. We've got a couple bosses here. This one is Exnine Bahamut, the second stage of Brandelis. Why is he going after Rain? And I am saving up my champions for the final one. Alright, we're already getting there. He's getting a little winded. Ah, crap. Okay, we managed to survive that somehow. And Kiraga. Why is he going after Rain? At least he's going after someone other than Rain, my god. Okay. This version of Exnine Bahamut is defeated. But this is far from over. Far from over.
All right!
We won?
No. Yeah. Not yet.
Squall.
Fools! I have hunted the worlds of A for ages, but yours was the very first in which I made true progress. Which means I can now bring my rules into your world, and I happen to be exceedingly fond of my rules. Observe!
Let's do this. This is... Fools! This is his power, his final form.
Infinite life and power beyond all limits. There is no force that can stand before me. Not even the champions of this A-world can vanquish me. So, your choice. Will you bow before my rules? Or will I watch you snap as the rules of my world break you?
Alright, this is Exnine Bahamut. He has no resistance to anything, and resistance to all of that. Now, I would recommend that you use all these spell stones that you have. This dude is very, very powerful, so I recommend that you use those. And since he is a variant of Bahamut, you should know what type of attack that he has. Chaotic Impulse. Heal up Lon and use more items. And I do enjoy this boss. This one is very good. Difficult, but good. Fire Spell Stone. Okay. Okay, you can... I would actually recommend that you look every now and then to see what his, what he absorbs. Alright. It's ice this time. Which would mean... Alright, nose... Blizzata! Let's just use a Mega Potion. Okay, alright, he can now absorb wind. Once again, always make sure that you see what he can do. Water. Quake. Which probably means now it is Earth. Okay. Alright, elixir on Lon. 5, 4. You know what's coming up. Okay, now here you can see weaknesses to everything but Earth. That means he is charging up for his most powerful attack. I recommend that you whale as many spellstones as you can before he fires it off. Three, 2. Alright, see where we're at now. Same thing. But something tells me he's just about close to being done. See that? We're almost done now. Ice Spellstone, and that takes care of Exnine Bahamut, the final boss.
Curse you. You and your infuriating power.
He's finished! How the hell did I do that on my first try?
No! Is it done yet?
Almost! Just a little more time!
Really? Is that all?
Lon, no! Don't let it overtake you.
Huh? Rain?
Concentrate. Focus on the cage so it only encases him.
Right!
Yep, we're only using just one, so it gets to just Exnine Bahamut. He's breaking through. What now?
Come on!
We're not going to make it!
Yes, they will.
Lady Luz, help us.
Huh? It's their souls.
A cage within a cage. Focus. Imagine nesting many cages together.
Dad.
Rain needs to be the
Luz.
strong one. Don't let Lon's power overtake him. Keep control.
Mom?
That's interesting, though. Saying for them to focus their power and focus on many cages at once.
No happiness you can't attain.
Rain, you ready?
Yeah.
Let's do it. You are watching us defeat Brandelis once and for all.
Such power is not possible.
We did it. We finally defeated Exnine Bahamut and Brandelis. I think they did it. They're reversing the portal to the Cogna. We've done it. I always had trouble going against Omega on Final Fantasy Explorers. Gilgamesh was easy, yeah. The Mist Dragon, Valifor. Lightning, she's starting to give in. It's all the Cogna and the machine mirages are being pulled back. At least we know this is working. Thank you, Siren. Brandelis. He's being pulled in. Oh crap. And the cage is broken. Alan! It's Tamamohime. Well, that did it. Oh crap! Well, that did it. Tama.
I'll kill you yet!
Can't!
Huh? Rain? On?
They know what they're doing. They messed up this world and they're trying to fix it up now.
There! Use those to keep Grimoire safe.
You'll find all the other Prismariums with Seraphy. Huh? What are you saying? The dyad has done enough damage. It's time for us to leave for good. You can't. I don't.
Everything's going to be better, Win. Once we go through, the portal will vanish. So these trash cans won't ever be able to meddle in your world again.
But what about you? Hey, get those corners turned up.
You don't want your happiness spilling out.
We've saved the world.
Tama! Take care of Win and Grimoire for us once we're gone. And thank you for everything.
Here goes!
Oh, and Win! All of you! Sorry we put you through so much grief. Goodbye!
Goodbye! Take care! We'll see you around!
Alright, that does it. We have saved Grimoire. She can transfigure at will?
They brought us so much bad and good. And then they just swept it all away in the end.
I'll say, the two of them were a force of nature.
Maybe I'll take a leaf out of their playbook. And go a little crazy for a change!
Oh, please. Your current crazy levels are hard enough on us. Well, at least Rain and Lon seem like they're gonna be okay.
Yes. If they stay together, we have nothing to worry about.
Okay. It's our turn. Grimoire's gonna need some fixing up.
It's gonna be a lot of work.
That will be.
Well, see ya.
Thanks, you two. You can rest now. Well done.
Anna. This is the real ending for the game. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed watching, watching me play this game. I hope you really liked it. I personally did. Warrior Light, Lightning, Tidus, Shantoto. Celeste, that's awesome. Yep. Well, guys, I have a lot of people to thank. First of all, I'd like to thank all of you people who have been watching. I'd like to thank Old School Matt for, you know, trying to hang in there, watching my videos or whatever. XGN Dark Death. I really like to thank you for finding this. And as I said, once again, I'd like to thank all of you for watching and going through this journey with me. I know there's been a couple deaths, but hey, it always happens. And then, let's see. My next project, I'm not entirely sure what I'll be doing. I'll probably be going back to some of the other games now that I've done this. I think the first one I'll be doing is probably going back through Kingdom Hearts 1, yeah. Because, let's see. Got a couple hidden bosses to take care of. We need to finish up the silver and gold matches in the Olympus Coliseum. Then really that's it. And we also need to take care of some stuff in well, for the Moogle synthesizers and all that, and that'll be it. And that's also the same for Kingdom Hearts 2. We need to finish up getting some of the weapons and other stuff like that in the Moogle synthesis shop in 2 done. Then we need to finish up the Cavern of Remembrance and begin on some other hidden bosses, one of which I have never done before. That is the Lingering Sentiment, or something like that. It's Terra's armor from Birth by Sleep. Then we also need to do Final Fantasy 15, because as you already saw, we finally defeated what was his name? Arlen. Finally defeated Arlen, or whatever his name was, and we have a few new side quests to do. We've got some more dungeons to do, along with other hunts, which, as I said, I will do off screen, and we'll also do the 4 legendary weapons. And after that, I'll also do the secret stuff on this game too. Because now that we've beaten Exnine Bahamut, we can finally go again, take on 3 new dungeons. All of which will have the alternate color schemes for Shiva, Ifrit, and Rama's lineup. Then after that we have another dungeon which I have not even done, because when I first played this game, I beat the ones for Ifrit and Shiva, but I didn't beat the one for Rama. And really that's about it. And after that, I think the next new game we'll be doing is, I'm thinking either Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 or Horizon Zero Dawn. If you've never played that game, it's pretty good. There's Refia. Charlotta, Ferris, Bart's. Oh, and by the way, in Bart's champion medal scene, there are, of course, Gilgamesh and Enkidu. Then there's Eiko, Vivi, Riku, Yuna, Chocolate or Chocolina, hehe, Princess Sarah. Rydia. Gilgamesh. Oh, I love how he's in this game too, and he interacts with Barts and other people. Alwyn. Edgar. I am so happy he was in this, but I am sad that they never referenced Sabine. Let's see. His captain. Tifa in her Crisis Core costume. Let's see. Shulk. Snow. Quistis. Sid. The Guardian of Time. Alwyn's Lilican form. This always reminds me of how much I really love the Final Fantasy series. The fact that they do not forget where they came from. Now then, we got something new here. And a crow.
Oh, I nearly forgot. You both have a reward coming.
Huh? Prismariums?
Don't you hate when you say all your goodbyes and then find out you're not leaving? It's the worst.
Let's just roll with it. One thing about Grimoire, it never gets old for me.
Yes, we will save our progress. You can now remove Lawn and Rain from your stacks. Now that you've beaten the game, if you're reading this, you must be looking for some more fun here in Grimoire. Well, just for you, we prepared some brand new dungeons. Think you're ready? Are you sure? Then drop by the Girls' Tea Room. The gates to these tricky dungeons are just waiting for you there. Yep, we have now defeated Brandelis and his final form, Exnine Bahamut, and we've saved the world.
Here.
Thank you.
I can't explain how great it is to see you. I feel so warm and the fuzzy inside. Tinkle, 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 tinkle. Warm and the fuzzy on the inside, cold and wet on the outside. A little heads up there. The prism case can only hold so much, so watch your capacity. Because if you let the case overflow then, let's just say nothing at all, because I don't want to scare you.
Alright then. Everyone, once we check out the who's who. Everyone, I thank you for keeping up with me on this series. I hope you really enjoyed it, and maybe this will get you to get the game yourself. I really recommend it, you know... Ooh, Alwyn's here.
Have you been to Grimoire's Ninewood Hills yet? I doubt that you two remember this. But when we all lived there, there were still lots of giants who called it their home. You know, many were our friends. Is there anything I can help?
Why don't we rest a bit?
Alright. Mirage board, probably nothing, but oh well. Tip jar. And as I said, we can finally take a line of rain out of it. Out of the stacks and all that. Yeah, alright, see. Who's who? Yay. Through their exploits in Grimoire, Lion and Rain have proven their worth and been elevated to the pantheon of champions. These heroes serve the A-worlds, the realms of fantasy under Alexander's dominion. And so we may meet the twins again in one of these worlds, or perhaps more. The Lion and Rain that were bestowed upon Alwyn as Prismariums are, as it turns out, newly born champions. But what of the Lion and Rain who were sucked through the gate? That is a story for another time. And a crow. Alright. When building her worlds, Anna Crow took glimpses at many other worlds outside her dominion, cherry-picked the elements she liked, and integrated these figments into her creations. Her champion system derives from this mechanic. So before using the power of fantasy to create these worlds, Anna Crow has maintained a close relationship with the girl who forgot her name, whom she found by chance at that source of the power. Alright then. Alwyn! Alwyn used to be full of kindness, but that was before Law knocked her in the cage for 100 years. One can hardly blame her for hating the twins for all the harm they have done. However, the type of cage Alwyn was trapped in is like a prismarium. So while it stops time, it also preserves the soul inside. That means time could not erode Alwyn's feelings beyond the point of reconciliation. It is worth noting that for certain reasons, a woman named Alwyn can be found in many A-worlds. However, sadness always awaits this woman, no matter where she resides. Destiny just isn't on poor Alwyn's side. The masked woman. Just as Brandelis transferred Pellinore and Segwaries into human vessels, she transferred a third Exnine Knight into that carbuncle that was accompanying Alwyn. However, any carbuncle would have been a poor choice of a vessel, and this one was weak. As a result, the Knight could not be wholly reproduced, and was forced to retain the carbuncle's appearance. Alright, Brandelis. Alright. Perhaps one of our story's greatest mysteries is this. What exactly was Brandelis doing in Grimoire during the 100 years of Lion and Rain's slumber? The answer, as it turns out, is nothing. Brandelis did not know Segwaries was building the Bahamutian army, because he was imprisoned. Luce and Rorik used the last of their strength to trap him, locking him between the ultimate gate and the Great Door of Light. The door's 4 keys were hidden across Grimoire, along with the 4 depleted, the world's mightiest espers. However, keys that lock can also unlock, and in time, these powerful magic would draw Lion and Rain between the gauntlet of mirages guarding them. They found the keys, just as Segwaries prophesied, and finally removed the one barrier holding Brandelis in place. Oh, okay. So it turns out he was never really doing anything because he was trapped behind the ultimate gate. The Plumed Knight. Pellinore and Segwaries have ultimate forms, similar to the final form that Brandelis assumed. However, because of their nebulous existence in Grimoire, they cannot assume these sorts of transformations. Still, their originals remain unscathed and unaffected by the outcome of the story. So perhaps there are more Pellinores and Segwaries out there, terrorizing other worlds in this true form. Well, this one is known as Volvigarmanda, so I don't think so. Because the Esper, as I said before, was trapped in ice and freed Terra from her control of the Empire. The Knight in the Golden Mask, Zona Segwaries. Despite leaving their powers behind, Segwaries and Pellinore also gained powers upon entering Grimoire, namely, the powers of their human hosts. So-called Bahamutian Federation's hold on the bulk of Grimoire's mirages can be attributed to Luce and Rorik's abilities. However, because of Pellinore's continued failure to fully subjugate Luce, her command of Luce's powers remained inconsistent. Lana Rain had been far more successful at stealing back mirages from the Bahamutian army. Oh. Let's see. Alright, here we are. A giant queen who used to rule over the original Ninewood Hills. She possessed extraordinary power, even compared to generations of Farnas. The divine sigils on both her arms, of which Lana Rain inherited one each, marked her as a worker of divine miracles. Before and after acceding to the throne of a young age, she produced countless wonders, such that history still remembers her as the sovereign of miracles. One of Luce Farna's greatest achievements was to create, with the help of her future husband Rorik, a special crystal knife capable of subduing mirages. Oh! These knives, which came to be known as widgets, brought Grimoire's mirages under Farna's control and kept them from terrorizing the people. Luce was a good queen, full of integrity and dignity, and one who put her foot down when needed. But when it came to her own children, she was the same as many mothers, full of love and sometimes too lenient. We know now that more discipline was called for, as the twins' abuse of the power they had gained had terrible repercussions for the world to come. Ain't that true? Alright. An unsung source of support to Luce Farna during her life, Rorik remained out of public view, knowing that the queen was a ruler her people needed to look to. However, many of the miracles she made would not have been possible without Rorik's help. For example, the crystal knives, or widgets, used to control the mirages were his invention. Rorik made it to a point to keep his work shrouded in utmost secrecy, even from his children, or perhaps because they were his children. As a result, they arguably had less respect for him than his famous mother. Rorik loved them too much to resent it, but his attempts to rein them in and discipline them rarely worked. Being a father was something he struggled with greatly. Ain't that true? Now they were controlled by two powerful X9 knights. The girl came from outside the realms of fantasy created by Alexander and a crow. She is something of a fallen god. Her original world, known as Sigma Harmonix, was different indeed. As for why she decided to share her powers with Lana Rain, basically she was doing it for her BFF. The girl knew the twins were important to Anna Crow and gave them the kindest gift she knew how to offer. The Warrior of Light. Alright. I think this is it. Okay. Grimoire's creator had created certain people with unique and powerful souls as mediums. Each medium is a candidate with the power to awaken as one of Grimoire's greatest defenders, the champions. These souls are chosen from many worlds and copied over to an A-world like Grimoire in order to potentially become its champion. But for the system to work, these lives must be reconstructed and adapted to the target world without changing the elements of their souls that made them so valuable in the first place. Interestingly, though, They often go on to lead lives similar to those of their originals. They are not supposed to remember who or what they once were, but over innumerable years and innumerable lives, some of these recreated souls seem to have hazy memories of lives past. The Warrior of Light is one such special case, but in Grimoire, he is not the only one. And Refia. Okay, nothing new. Sure, a lot of... probably nothing new, though. Sherwalla seemed hesitant to let Refia go into town. If you played Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Echoes of Time, then you might remember her fussing over someone else who wanted to go into town. What's she got against towns anyway? Anything new, or Ifrita? Is there anything new? Okay, whatever. Chivalry. Alright, what do you got, Bahamut? Brandelis comes from the Exnine Knight's Esper name. His human name was Efrog. Pellinore and Segwaries also took their Esper names, and not their human names, Puil and Epona. Thus, it would seem that all three associate with their Eidolon sides than their human sides. This is why, perhaps this is why Pellinore, before attacking Eco, asked Fenrir if they were truly enemies. Shouldn't he side with a powerful Esper like her instead of a human? This goes to show Pellinore has abandoned her humanity altogether. And what about you, Diabolos? What motivates this terror of terror to cause so much hurt? Well, the Diabolos in Grimoire strengthens their own dream worlds by dominating the dreams of others, feeding off their victims in order to grow and thrive. Some of the Diabolos nurture happy thoughts and quiet dreams, simply sampling them and leaving the dreamers intact. Others, however, delight in the taste of nightmares. They are apparently delicious, and work to fill their victims' thoughts with horrors before robbing them of their dreams and sanity. When Diabolos was still one of the Dyad servants, Rain and Lan did their best to cure him of his malevolent tastes. With a little encouragement, okay, mostly hard discipline, Diabolos managed to become slightly less nasty than he once was. Still, he reverted to his original dark tactics with Shulk, and it fell on the twins to once again step forward and give him a stern slap on the wrist. Well, everyone, we finally defeated the X9 Knights and X9 Bahamut. And whenever we get back to playing this game, we will go ahead and do the 3 new dungeons that popped up in the tea room, which we're going to go back to just to check out. Once we check everything out here, we'll be done. Alright. Doesn't really look like there is anything new, though. Alright, everyone. And there is something new. Trading in Armagems, not for champion medals, but seeds. We get new seeds here, such as... well, all this. Come on. Quake, Bio, Death, Meteor, Flare, Holy, Ultima. Yeah, you got some powerful stuff here.
What now?
Alright.
Goodbye.
Well, guys, we've saved Grimoire from complete destruction. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in Kingdom Hearts Final Mix when we do the final, when we do some of the bosses here and get some other stuff done. Thanks for watching.